We're not going to get there on the back of public funds. We're not going to achieve water security, and we're not going to achieve a successful response to climate change just by using public funds. Where's the money? Where is the money? Well, for all these dazzling trillions that we're concerned we'll never find, it's there. It's in the private sector. There's one thing the world is not short of, and that's money. The trick will be to change the investment pattern so that it's available where it's needed. Now, there are some drivers for the private sector that are fairly obvious that would induce them to invest in water security. If you look at the supply chains, for example, of companies that span the spectrum from beverages to agriculture to power stations and even mining, water is a vital component in their business. So they're going to want to secure that component, that part of their supply chain. Yet, as Dr. Canisius says, we keep talking about the need for this to happen rather than making it happen. And so I return to my keynote. We can make this happen if we improve water governance generally. And by that I mean if we focus on the whole governance spectrum, from policy development to law and regulation, and then, as we've been doing in some of those projects I mentioned, to local governance arrangements, and involve local people in fixing their own problems. Now, they can't do that without support, and that's where funds like the GCF come in. And business will not invest in those sorts of activities until the governance framework, the law and regulation are right. That's just a fact. So for organisations like the GCF, I think supporting proper governance, reform of governance, is going to be a vital part of our future. It will enable us to ensure that adaptation to climate change, one of our key concerns, indeed underpins water security and helps in the implementation of half a dozen or more of the other Sustainable Development Goals. Thank you.